Hello friends, Jennifer Pearson here, Thistle Gypsy. So I got out my old personal deck of medicine cards and was thinking, well, the reason I got it out was because this morning I was thinking I needed to pull some cards. It's like it's been too long since I have communed with the medicine cards. So I got it out and shuffled it for a little bit, and then I remembered that somebody had done something online here on YouTube talking about, so they're presented, the animals are presented on a shield, and they've got these little dangles, these dangly things, and that there was something to these dangly things. And so I decided to sort them by the dangly things. And the first thing that I noticed was some of them are 3, some of them are 4. They have 4 danglies, and some of them have 5. And I didn't see when I looked at it, and there's 15, 15, and 14. So there's 15 of the 5 danglers, there's 15 of the 4 danglers, there's 14 for a total of 44 cards for the three danglies. So I thought, all right, and within them there's divisions. So there's the shells, ones that have the shell on this side, and then there's the ones that have the pouches, and there's 4 of those, and 5 with the shell, and then there's 5 with the feather on the side. And so that is true of this, that there's 5 of each pattern within the 5 danglies, and it's the same here. There's 5 of each. And I thought, all right, well, I don't know what that tells me. I don't remember anything in the book that talks about the meaning of this stuff. And it could be that I skipped over it, that I didn't see it after all these years, that I just jumped to the specific card meanings and never paid attention to larger patterns. So I looked again and I thought, all right, so they've put these, these patterns in here. So why? Is it related to anything else? And again, I look at the animals for this one, for which there's only 4. And I'm saying I can kind of see how lizard and dragonfly, their meanings. This is dreaming, and this is illusion. This is secrets. This is, gosh, is it transformation? You can see it's been a long time. But in other words, they don't seem to have a strong relationship in terms of types of animals. Armadillo and turtle, yes. But then eagle, buffalo, the eagle seems out of place. And so I looked at it. I looked at this one first, is where I realized it. And I said, so what is this? And if you look at the numbers, it's numerology. There is numerology in the animal cards. And I've never been one to get too much into numerology, except in regards to the major arcana of the tarot. So I'll have to explore a little bit more and see to what extent this numerology is, really adds to the meaning of the cards. And I usually do a 5-card spread with a card in the middle, and then 4 for the 4 directions is usually what I do with this particular deck. And I just don't think that I'd ever done numerology with them. So if you look, if anybody who's into numerology would have caught this as I've been rambling here. But 9, 2 plus 7 is 9, 8 plus 1 is 9, 3 plus 6 is 9. So there it is. These are the danglers with the pouch. The danglers with the shell. Here we have 1, right? 3 plus 7 is 10, reduces down to 1. 1 plus 9 is 10, reduces down to 1. 10, again, 10 plus 0 reduces down to 1. 8 plus 2 is 10, reduces down to 1. So numerology. So we have 1, and this is 9. So this is 2s. So you have 2, 2 plus 0, 2, 1 plus 1 is 2, 9 plus 2 is 11, which reduces down to 2, and then 3 plus 8 is 11, which reduces down to 2. Yeah, frog, badger, moose, mouse, and hawk. Very different cards, but there you go. They're all number 1. So we have, number 2. So we have the 1s, the 2s. I don't know if we have 3s in here somewhere. Well, we must. These will be the 5s with the black feather. Here's the 3s. And that's going to be the 4s. So the 3s. 3, and then 9 plus 3 is 12. 1 plus 2 is 3. 2 plus 1 is 3. 1 plus 2 is 3. And 30 is 3. So I wonder if that's part of, everybody says that, not everybody, but I've seen more than once, that 44 is supposed to be a sacred number. And I wonder if it has to do with the numerology going on in it. So here we go. I've got 3. I've got 1, 2, 3. Here's 5. This is 4. So 4. 3 and 1 is 4. 4. 2 and 2 is 4. 3 and 1 is 4. And 4 and 0 is 4. So what do we have? We have 3, like 3 danglers, 3 danglers, 4 danglers, 4 danglers, and 4 more danglers. So 5, 2, and 3 is 5, 3 and 2 is 5, 1 and 4, and 4 and 1. They're all 5s. Excuse me. So that's the end of our 4s. So this is going to be the 8s. And the 6s. So this will be the next one. And then the 7s. So again, these are a pattern. It's the starfish cards. They're all the starfish cards. Are the 6s. 4 and 2 is 6, 6, 2 and 4, 1 and 5, 3 and 3. They're all the 6s. And no, this is the 7s. 3 and 4, 2 and 5, 4 and 3, 1 and 6, and 7. Oh, I didn't show you 7. And then 3 and 5 is 8, 8, 4 and 4, 1 and 7, 2 and 6. How many are there? Is there only 44 in here? I think there are because of Hummingbird. I think is the last one at 44. Yeah, yep. I am correct in that. And then 9. So I wonder if, can 9 only have 3, or can it have, yeah, it doesn't have, I mean, you could have, instead of ending at 44, you could end at 45, and 4 and 5 is 9. So I'm still not sure why 44 is some kind of sacred number. I always figured that somehow it just fit well in terms of printing, you know, for cards to a page and 11 pages or something like that. So there it is, numerology in the medicine cards, to the extent that I have discovered it. And so again, we have this 2, we end with the 3s, and we begin with the 3s. So we have three sets of the 3 danglers, and 3 sets of each. But we begin with 3s and then we end with 3s. So I don't know if there's a reason for that. We have 2 3s and then 3 4s, 3 5s, and then 4 3s, and then a set of 3. So 2 3 3 1. So 2 and 3 is 5, and 3 is 8, and 1. Well, it's going to be 3 6 9. Yep, I guess I'm just not seeing why it's not 45 instead of 43, so that you had, unless it's the whole idea of kind of sacred imperfection, leaving something out, leaving a thread untied in a blanket or something like that. So there it is. If I see that more sense has been made out of it, other than giving us a clue through the little dangly things here, 3 4 5. So I don't know if there's other numerology going on here or not, or other patterns down in these danglies. So if anybody knows of, and I'm just going to shuffle these now so that I can eventually pick a card or two for myself, of more complex patterns going on in these cards, please let me know, or direct me to a video or a blog or something. I'm curious to learn more about it, to just see the patterns. I don't know to what extent I would ever use them in a reading, or if they're markers that are, or at least for me, will end up being fairly meaningless. All right, everybody, take care. Bye-bye.